on YouTube? It is your boy Jay Man. And look, YouTube, today we are back with the video that y'all been waiting on. Today we are doing the builder and the city talk about NBA 2K25 information that we received. I'm pretty sure yesterday we all was awakened and we seen what happened, right? But before we even get to the video, y'all know the deal. If you get a video of 25 likes, we're on the road to 5K subs. Before I do this video, I gotta speak some real, before I even do this video. Because I don't think some of y'all don't truly understand. Dog, the ones who keep saying, bro, this is why I don't watch Jay, I don't do this anymore. You do realize I get a weekly report of who sees my videos, right? Because I feel like, and some of y'all don't understand, I love it when I get both ways. You're not doing anything correctly if you don't have it both ways. What I mean by that, I'm going to use Dillon Brooks for a prime example. Dillon Brooks is known as a dirty player in the NBA, right? Correct. You could agree he probably is. He do some plays like that. But guess what? You got people that hate Dillon Brooks. You also got some folks that love how Dillon Brooks plays with his energy and how he has that so-called mentality to where he don't care what nobody say about him. You see what I'm saying? To where no matter what Dillon Brooks does, he's winning no matter what you say, right? Because he's being true. He's being who he is. You see what I'm saying? But some of y'all don't see that. Y'all try to act like something that you're not. You see what I'm saying? Well, Jay, you're capping. Like, you don't think, like I get a week, y'all do is I get a weekly report on who sees my content every week, right? Well, Jay, you capping, Jay. Right? Dog, when I say y'all get on burner accounts, y'all get on burner accounts. See, because you think I don't understand, like, oh, see, I'm going to put some hate on Jay's channel, but to make it not known, because I'm still going to watch him, I'm going to go on a burner account. Dog, it tells me, oh, you're capping. Oh, really? What is that right there in front of you? Huh? Weekly recap. What I got a cap for? What did I tell y'all how many times? And you can even see my phone was almost about to die, right? You're still going to watch me whether you like me or not. That's what I'm saying. Even when you put a comment, that helps me. That's why I laugh at some of y'all. I get a weekly report. Well, how come I don't get this on my YouTube? Because you're not a content creator and you're not monetized, right? YouTube sends me this every week, right? I see all of y'all who claim you don't watch me, right? It tells me. It literally tells me. That's what I'm saying. I can expose so many of you right now. The ones who be in my comments talk about some, bro, I can't watch you, but this is why I'm unsubbing. You still watching, big dog. You're still watching me. I could expose you in 8K right now if I wanted to. But I'm doing that much right now. I'm pretty much doing that right now. See what I'm saying? What more proof I got to show before we get to this breakdown, bro? On NBA 2K25 and what we've seen in the builder and in the city, because we about to talk about that. But like I just want to send this message because I feel like some of y'all think like it gets to me, yet you're still watching me. It doesn't get to me. You're literally doing exactly what I want you to do. When you click on my video, it helps my name get out there. You see what I'm saying? It helps, right? So I want you to see this real quick. Weekly recap. It tells me who watches me. Y'all make burner accounts to still watch me. It tells me an account was made, 3 days ago. Brand new account. You just made it so you can watch me because you don't want to go on your actual account because then it's going to look so, suspicious. Man, I'm still watching Jay, but I ain't on my actual account, though. You still going to watch me. And you think I don't know? Like I said, I could expose you motherfuckers if I wanted to, dog. Let's get to this shit, though, for a minute. I'm done yapping, man. Let me get to this shit. Because I'm reading my DMs. Somebody like, man, you talking about a Twitter space you wasn't even a part of. Dog, what are we talking about? And I find it for y'all be like, man, nobody knows you. But out of 10,000 people, when this space was happening, I was one of the ones who spoke. Out of 10, you know how much 10,000 people is to get 10,000 people in a Twitter space? And out of those 10,000s, J Mid, the one that y'all love and hate, because like I said, I get a lot of love and support, which again, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm doing something the right way, right? Can't have it one way, bro. You have it one way, you ain't doing something proper, bro. Anybody will tell you that. Out of 10,000 people, some of y'all know who Shoot is. Got over 500,000 subs on YouTube. Out of those 10,000 people, J Mid with only 2,000 YouTube subs, one of the ones talking. But nobody knows me, bro. But guess what? Now they know who I am. You see what I'm saying? Now they know me, but they don't know you. Guess what? You know me. You see what I'm saying? And let me stop, all of this BS. Let me get to this video, bro. I'm tired of y'all talking to me as if I don't have proof and evidence. When you see this stuff right in front of your face in 8K, stop playing with my name, nigga. I got 10,000 people, and I'm one of the ones speaking. Why was you up there talking? Oh, why? Because they don't know you. They know who I am, no. I'm the truth on this shit. Stop fucking playing with me. Let's get to this shit, bro. First thing is first. Here's the builder. Now, one thing I've noticed about the builder, and again, shout out to Double H and ISO Ninja. I'm pretty sure I got a couple of screenshots for them. Probably Dreadnoughts as well. Shout out to all of them. They all went to community day. So they got to play the game and test the game out. But I'm looking at this builder, and the first thing I noticed with the builder is a little bit more freedom. Like you're able to make builds with, and this is a lot of y'all been begging for. Me personally, like I said, I don't care what they do in the builder because I find ways to adjust. But it looks like they give y'all some more freedom. So obviously we know that what was they took out? What was the thing they took out? Oh, stamina. I'm pretty sure you have to do workouts for stamina, but we clearly see that the builder has a little more, free leeway with it, right? Anyways, you get to this, as we continue to talk about this, they have the name, they still have a current now when it comes to the names, there's still, some of the names that we already seen before. They said there's a bunch of new names like Bucket Getter or whatever ISO Demon, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean that's good to see. They did change the background to where the shades of things like that, so it's good to see that. Now, like I said, this looks very similar, but let's just move on. One thing I will say that 2K took a W on 25. What I'm looking at so far is the fact that when you do get done making a build, um, you get to go to your my court and test out the build before even wanting to upgrade it, right? You could even play a friend and test the build out and be like, okay, is this the build you want to play with, right? Because my day one was even he's excited about this as well. The fact that he's gonna be able to test his build out against me, right? And then know what he needs to work on or what he wants to change with the build, right? So yeah, it's the first thing on my court by the way too. As I just tried to tell y'all, right, you're able to play against your friends before you're able to put money on a build, which is a W from 2K. And that McDonald's probably different. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's move on. But y'all see them, you've seen the builder a little more free, gives you a little more free in the builder. There's new build names. Obviously, the two-way inside-out score is not a new name. We've seen that before. But like I said, we got a lot to talk about, so I ain't try to spend too much time, just yapping about one thing. We got a lot to cover. Now, again, like I said, now this is very interesting to me, and I'm gonna talk about this because um the 5'9" stuff, right? And I've told you guys this before. Do not make a build that don't fit your style of play. Like right here, y'all will see like, oh, bro, this 5'9" build got a 99.3 and a 99 ball handling. But do you not? Then this is what I'm talking about. How builds have a little more fruit. You see how he has one, two slot. He has three slots with 99. You see that, right? And he's a 5'9". Now, of course, because his build's very small, he's gonna be able to have more attributes, things like that, right? But my thing is, you have to be really, like in the fact that the game is harder to play according to Koza now, like when it comes to, comboing things up and whatnot, you better be like that if you're gonna play with a 5'9". And based on my experience, when it comes to people that are making guards that are like 6'3", they can't even create separation. Do not make this build. Now, again, whoever made this build, whether it was Double H, ISO Ninja, Joe Knows, no knock to them because, I'm pretty sure they have a place on it, know what they're doing. But to a random person who's, struggled on the game, let's say you struggled on 23 and 24, and you like, man, I don't know what to do. This is not what you should look to make because you're gonna put yourself at a really bad, start, right? Because it doesn't fit your style of play, and you have to be really skillful on a 5'9". We all know this, right? And by the way, like I said, a dev, as you guys can see, he tweeted out. You will see some vid/comments about 5'9" point guards being super powerful in the builder. The community build had older tuning, and the 5'9s have been pulled back in a bit. Still very good. Keep that in mind. If you're currently dreaming of being the second coming of Isaiah Thomas, of basically 2017 Isaiah Thomas, right? What a time that was. I feel like that was like, what, 2 years ago? But time be flying, right? It's 2024, about to be 2025. But he said, basically it's not, he basically said that a 5'9" was OP community day, but he said like they toned it down a bit. And this is stuff that I was talking about with 2K. I told y'all 2K tones things down. He says that being said, 5'9s on paper are very powerful. However, it takes elite stick skills. I'm gonna repeat that again. That being said, 5'9s on paper are very powerful. However, it really takes elite stick skills, intelligent shot taking, and willingness to sacrifice a lot in areas of the game to be a good build for you. Okay, so I need y'all to understand that before you put yourself at a disadvantage, right? I mean, and I'm glad at least the dev told y'all before y'all go out there and just well, I made this build and this. He told y'all you got to be elite stick skills and intelligent shot taking and willing to sacrifice and a lot of stuff like probably defense things like that. Obviously, your height because you're obviously 5'9". Let's move on. Now, this is, I'm guessing, the requirements. If you guys wanted to, look at, what's the requirement for a dunk package. I'm pretty sure this is from 2K. Whatever website this was. I think this is from 2K Labs. Try to 2K Lab. I'm gonna make sure I go check out what they be doing over there. But yeah, these are the requirements for contact dunks, elite dunks, pro dunks. I mean for it all. So it looks like you need um driving dunk 87, vertical 75. It doesn't show you the height or anything like that. It just shows you the requirement for the dunk. Now I'm pretty sure if you make it a certain height, then you will fit find that out. But let's move on. So you see for a three ball, now I'm glad that 2K Labs posted this shot. 2K Labs, by the way, too. Like I said, this is their, post. So I'm just showing you guys the requirements. Make sure y'all check out 2K Labs. Um, so if you make a 5'9" build to 6'5", you can have a 99.3. But if you go to 6'6", you can only have a 94.3. If you go to 6'7", you can only get an 89 three. If you go to 6'8", only an 88 three ball. 6'9", 87 three ball. 6'10", 6'11", 86 three ball. 7 foot to 7'2", 86 three ball again. 7'3", 85 three ball. Now I like this a lot because it throws some balance to the game to where you can't just make a 6'8" or a 6'9" with a 90 something three ball. It's somewhat of a balance in the game. So I like that. To me, that's a W. So far, you know, the builder, I can't really give it a W or no because the problem with the builder is usually is the gameplay going to be consistent. So I don't have a W up for that. But so far for the my core, I give this a W. Right. Um, this right here, I guess so. That's two W's so far. You guys are seeing, once again another 5'9" build. I'm just telling you guys now. And I think this is from Ice Ninja, so shout out to him as well. Um, but yeah, just if you're gonna make a build, at least know what you're doing with the build. Like I said before, let's move on. You guys can see, like I said, the build gives you some more, free like 5'9", 99 steel, right? Some of y'all might be like, well, bro, this ain't a bad build because you get a 99.3 and you get a 99 steel. You get 94 speed and 95 agility with 95 ball handling and 94 speed with ball. Yes, you're correct. But do some of y'all know how to play at that high disadvantage? Do you do realize when you are playing with a build that's 5'9", you're gonna get picked on whether you have a 99 steel or not? You realize that, right? Notice how he has a 29 strength. So if you play against a build that's like 6'5" or 6'6", they're just gonna rim run all game because you have no strength. You're just fast. You can't just spam the steel button because that's not really defense, right? And you're 5'9". That's what I'm saying. Make the right decision before just oh wow, you're just gonna panic and do this. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that was my chair, obviously. Um, let's move on. Again, we have another build. The 6'8" centers have returned. Now I'm gonna say this again, because this is the meta so-called in NBA 2K24. For all my 6'8" centers out there, the ones to not a person like Black. I mean, y'all make sure I go check out Mr. Toxic Black. And TT Ballin 24. Y'all make sure I show it to them. Paid promo. Midnight. Who was Draco? All of them. Y'all make sure I go shout out them. They be putting comments in in my comment section. Y'all make sure I go check out the channels and show love and support. But look, a person like Black knows how to play on the 6'8". So the ones who just copying the meta because you were struggling at the center position, I would not, suggest you make a 6'8" center. Because like people are saying, the game is harder to play. And if you look at a build like this right here, I'm not really liking this build. And let me tell you why. Right? First of all, you're 6'8", you're 265. Your close shot is low. Your post control is iffy. Your standing dunk, I hate that for a 6'8", a 72. Your shooting is really good, but again, you're playing center. A center isn't supposed to be a knockdown sharpshooter. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I wouldn't even go 6'8" for a center, right? But 88 interior. This looks like more like a park build, a build that you would take to park and not 5v5. Yeah, let's move on. But I mean, you see the build like 60 vertical. It's not athletic really. It can just shoot the ball really well, and it's not really like something that like I told you, a center has to be reliable. This build looks like a park, but not like a reliable build that you would want to take to a 5v5 mode because it doesn't look like you're going to be able to be dominant in the post at that hype. Anyways, and like I said, just look at the finishing. That's why it's not even good. So we got 84 post control. Look at the close shot. Look at the standing dunk. That's all I need to see. And then you only got a 59 rebound. That's probably a part, but let's just move on now. And you guys see there's another center. So 6'11", 254, 7 foot. Um, my dad was looking at builds because he wants to make a stretch. He hasn't played. I told you he hasn't played 2K in like 4 or 5 years. He was always like what a stretch big. So yeah, I mean he probably would like some of these builds, but I know on how the game is. You know, especially with 2K, some of the stuff is gonna be very important. So like rebounding is going to be important. Especially he hasn't played in a couple of years. Blocking, I mean, 87 block ain't bad. Interior defense, I would probably make that higher. Probably like let's try to get at least a 90. But I wouldn't go 90 mid range. I wouldn't go 83 three ball. But you see how, like I said, the builder allows a little bit more freedom this year because you still get all of that and you get a 91 strength. Like me personally, I would make this a 7 footer, go like 80, 83 mid range, probably like a 79 three. I could probably go like an 81 three. And I would go higher interior and probably the steal goes down to like a 40 something because I'm a center, not really looking to get steals. Standing dunk, I would make that higher. But yeah, I mean, it looks like the builder's gonna be more, free leeway like y'all been asking for. But anyways, let's just move on. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad build to me. Like I said, I would just tune things up a little bit if it was me. And you guys can see, this is called a two-way stretch five playmaker. Shout out to Double H, ISO Ninja, Joe Notes, whoever made this build. Yeah. Now, here we are with the first look at the city. Now, you guys can clearly see what they did with the city was they made the city, smaller. Now this to me is a W because, one thing about the city is it was just too big of a city, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's too much going on. You got random people walking around. There's too much going on. People just want to hoop and, have fun. All of this walking around and doing this traveling, it's not it, especially when the servers are lagging, things like that, right? So that's the look at the city. Right. Y'all let me know if that's a W. I think I'm gonna give them a W for this. Right. Like I said, if we go back to the builder, I can't really give this a W or L yet because the problem with the builder is the gameplay gonna be consistent with the builds that you guys create. You see what I'm saying? So, we don't have a grade for that. But right here, I'm gonna give this a W right here because everything's right there. You don't have to really travel and things like that. Now, we have our first brand new mode in NBA 2K25 called Proving Grounds. And I'm going to read this right here. Proving Grounds is the new home for high-end competition in the city. This Coliseum Inspired Arena is the go-to for ranked play to see how you stack up against everyone else in intense 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, or 5v5 games with comp level. Difficulty sliders and shot meters turned off for everyone battle out for bragging rights and the ultimate who's destination where you can also earn the best rep in the city. So this is what the comp side of and I really don't like bringing up comp because me personally, being good or comp don't really matter anymore. It really don't hold no weight. But a lot of people that have been on the comp scene have been saying they want a mode in the game that they can play other than just playing whether it's the rec or prime. To where I'm gonna give them a W for this. Proving grounds, whether it's 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, or 5v5, it's another mode to where you can go in and test to see where you're really at, right? Now, of course, you're gonna have players that are probably don't know what they're doing, go play this mode, and because they have no idea what it means, right? That's why I explained it to y'all. To where they're probably gonna be like, you're gonna be like, man, proving grounds is easy. I'll be dropping 30 in there. You see what I'm saying? So it's how it is. But I think this is a W. It's another game mode that you can play that's obviously multiplayer. They had it to. I told you they had to add. I said they needed to add another 5v5 game mode that you can play because I mean it's obviously more than 5v5 mode. But y'all heard what I said in my videos. There needs to be another mode other than just rec or prime. You see what I'm saying? Because rec gets boring. I'm pretty sure matchmaking isn't even being covered. Forgot all about that. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the swap. I know. Yes, Jay, they added. We're gonna talk about it. I know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna give them a W for proving grounds because it is another mode that players that feel like they're on a certain skill level can go test out and see where they really at. So I like this is a W for them. Okay, so this is a W mode for 2K to add in the game. You guys can see, it's obviously bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Play well and move up, but play poorly, you may drop a tier. The amount of progress you make is based on your level of play and strength of your opponents. And matchmaking improving grounds prior towards wait, it's supposed to say putting you or piting? I'm supposed to say putting you against other players who are similar tier and team structure as you ensure more balanced and competitive games. Obviously I ain't the best reader, but I think they had like a whatever autocorrect and they type in. This is from 2K's. They 2K posted this by the way, so I'm just showing y'all what they posted. But y'all can read that if y'all want to. Now they did say matchmaking and showing that are on a certain level. So maybe this is where you can match find people that know what they're doing. But like I said, even the people that don't, they're gonna still play this mode. So I feel like it can be a W mode, but I feel like the community is gonna make it seem like, man, this ain't comp. I be dropping dudes off in there because, like I said, you're still gonna have people that aren't so good go play this mode, and you can be like, well, you knocking them for trying to get better. Nah, it's just this is supposed to be the so-called mode for comp players to where they show why they're on a certain level from where you are on a level. You see what I'm saying? But we're gonna move on from that. Let me know your feel of the WR. I think that's a W mode for Chicken Ad in the game. You guys can see that's the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and top ranked, right? So they have a leaderboard for proving grounds, which is I think another W, right? So it's not like you're playing for no reason. You're playing to earn, your so-called tier, whether it's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, or top rank. I like this, right? Let's continue. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you have your first look at the brand new rec center. Yes, the brand new rec center. I ain't gonna lie. 2K base. This looks like this is from 2K20. Because I'm talking about how it's designed. Obviously, if you played 2K20, you remembered how they had the rec and it was like this basically shaped and everything like that. But I will say, when you walk in the rec on NBA 2K25, they did y'all a favor and they gave y'all, a brand new look. I mean, they had to. I mean, they can't just keep rinse and repeat in 2K23's rec and 2K24's rec. They had to do something different. So the inside of the rec looks way different. I don't think you guys noticed this, but no squads and squads are back. If you look at your right screen, I know it's kind of fuzzy and buzzy, but it clearly you see the two logos. You see no squads. You see the other side is squads. But yeah, that's back. Obviously, that's your first look at the rec. Here we have another screenshot. And then, like I said, it's not going to be the perfect screenshot. I have a better one right here. Now here's another look at the rec. It's a big place. I can't really, like I said, it's hard to tell because it's they didn't really show everything. Obviously, it's a trailer. They ain't gonna do that. But the one thing I can say about the rec that I can say is the lightning looks way better. Now I did put a filter on this, but even if I take the filter off of it, you see how you can see the players reflect off the court and like it's kind of shiny. That to me is the lightning on the court is really good to where you can the lightning's good to where I felt like the rec was kind of dimmed down a little bit. But yeah, I mean y'all tell me that's W or L. I feel like the new rec is probably a W. Now matchmaking I feel like is not gonna still be in the game, but when they have a mode like proving grounds in the game to where I mean they just set improving grounds to where matchmaking things like that. So who knows? But I think it's a W rec. Here we have a brand new stage. So if you are a stage player and you've been wondering, like I told you, that's my chair. When you guys are gonna get a new stage, 2K has finally gave you guys a new stage in NBA 2K25. I think it looks cool. One thing about the stage is though, there are no shot meters allowed in the stage. So, and the reason why I said that is because you had a lot of people zenning 24/7, right? I mean, that's what 2K24 was, just a bunch of people that were zenning, right? So, and I'm pretty sure. So Proving grounds, no meter. Stage, no meters. So you can't use meters in these modes right here. But rec, obviously, you probably can. But at this point, I don't think nobody finna play rec no more. If Proving grounds in the game and they got matchmaking, I don't think nobody really finna play the rec. If you're gonna play the rec at this point, you just got to be bored at this point, right? Let's move on. And here's another look at the city. Other than the first picture I showed you, as you guys can see, like I said, everything's more like close now, which I feel like is a W because everybody got tired of trying to travel, and it was just it's like I said when the city's lagging things like that, it's just like bro, it's too much. Just make the city smaller, and they did that. So gotta give them a W for that and credit for that. Now, I don't know why this is looking like this, but I kind of called this. Obviously, this is a bad screenshot. So my bad on that. But like I said, I'm just showing y'all what I can show y'all. Um, I did say in my other video about when they showed the triple threat my team thing that if the old parks were to return, it would be for an event. But I also did say I don't think 2K was going to do it. So I mean, I'll accept the fact that I was wrong on that. But I also did say like I didn't think it was going to be permanent. Now, all three, if you guys didn't know, all three or four parks from 2K15 are returning, but it is only by season. So season one, they're gonna have this park. Season two, they're gonna have Sunset, right? Season three, they're gonna have, what is that? Pretty sure this is Old Town or Rivet City, whatever you want to call it. And then they're gonna have that one for season four. So we're gonna go back again. You're gonna have this one for season one, right? So season one, they're gonna be allowed to play on this court. Season two, you're gonna be allowed to play on Sunset, right? Which is me and my dad were talking about this. We're excited. We're actually excited that 2K did this because back in 2K15, me and my dad we were playing it. We were playing 2K on the PS3. Yes, we were playing on the blacktop modes where we can't even have our my players are playing on blacktop modes, which were cold. But yeah, like I said, we didn't have even a PS4 back then, so times. Like I said, we used to just play. We could play, bro. Like I said, I didn't have everything like how people just think. Oh, you just spoiled. Like, nah, bro. Sometimes I had to play on the PS3, but we're happy that they are actually at least trying to make something to it. And it's obviously the anniversary, so we're not surprised they did this, but it is a good thing that 2K is bringing back, old vibes with things that we really get to experience because we used to just watch people do it on YouTube, but Sunset's probably going to be the court that I would like pick. Like if they had like to wear affiliations again, I would obviously go with Sunset, right? Because Sunset looks like a good environment to hoop in. But yeah, they're bringing these back for seasons only. But yeah, then we have our first look at my court. Well, not our first. Obviously, I showed you the my court because of the builder thing, but that's how it looks. It's obviously Jason Tatum's, the thing because he's the cover athlete. And the my court don't look too bad, Joe. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I get the my court a W. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, if you're new to 2K, my court isn't new. It's something that we've already had. They just took it out the game. Don't ask me why. But I give this a W. And then the thing about my court the more I think you like wrap up and level up, you're allowed to customize your my court. So you see how it's Chicago Bulls and like the little Bulls logo. It's you can probably change that the more you play and rev up things like that. So yeah, we look forward to that as well. But I think that's a W. Um, let's see. But I think them bring, like I said, I think them bringing back these for seasons only is still a W because they could have said, nah, like we're not doing it like, we 2K like people been saying. And like I said, that's how I've been saying. Like, bro, it's 2K at the end of the day. They probably not gonna do it, but they did it. So I'll own that. And I was wrong on that. But like I said, I'll give them a W for that. My core, I'll give them a W. Another look at the my core, another angle at it, it don't look too bad. And then you guys can see you're able to, play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, best out of 10 around the world, time partner, 3-point shooting. You can play horse. So there's things you can have fun with, like in my court. This is why people kept saying they wanted, my court to come back because there was things you could do in my court. Like back then, I'm pretty sure they didn't have all of these, choose game modes. It used to just be, you 1v1 or you just shoot around, but they added all of this stuff because there was things you could do. The community made the my court fun because there things you could have fun with my court, right? And you guys can see they now have sliders where I guess you can change like the difficulty you're playing on, which is I guess that's a W. So I give that a W as well. Now this, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this right here, I'm me scratching my head, bro. Now this, yes, this is something they added that was new, the track. But what does it have to do with basketball? Now I ain't gonna lie, I would have given this a W, right? Because I mean the scenery looks pretty cool. I would have given this a W if it would allow you to race other people for fun instead of just you doing laps by yourself. If you were allowed to race other people online, which the service probably couldn't handle that, which is understandable. This I would have given this a W, but the fact that you're only playing this by yourself to me is a L. So I'm going to give this an L. And then we have affiliations, Elite and Rise coming back, which is not a shocker. But me personally, y'all, I don't think anybody's going to be playing on these Elite or Rise unless they force you to where you have to get your affiliation. Because remember last year, to get your affiliations, whether it was Elite or Rise, you had to play you had to play at that affiliation that you wanted to play on courts, right? Have a certain amount of wins or do whatever the requirements were, which I hope they took that out by the way, because nobody wants to be forced to play it, right? We should just be able to pick where affiliation we want to pick, right? And you guys can see, it's back. But me personally, I'm gonna just go with Rise. I think Rise looks more cooler. Elite looks more boring. I don't like the scenery. I'm gonna give the Elite Court an L. I just think the boat scenery just takes it away. Like, I mean, they could have made it more of a in a like dome or like a stadium or something like that. Like a pirate ship just threw off the vibe. It's almost like we've like seen something similar like that before. I don't know if it's because of current gen, but like I'm just not with the pirate ship vibes. But yeah, Elite and Rise back in the game. But like I told you, me personally, I think that people are going to be playing on these courts majority. They're not going to really look that playing on the. I think these right here are going to be packed. So like season one, this is going to be packed. You might not even be able to get a game. Remember how like the parks were filled? This is gonna be filled when the game is out. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be playing in these. They're not gonna be playing on Elite or Rise, right? Because this is something that people have been wanting back. These old parks back in the game, which you can't knock them for because it was a lot. It was fun, and it got the community to not only get make 2K look good, but it got the community to be not so negative. It was a lot of people having fun and whatnot. But yeah, that's back. But I feel like people are not really gonna be playing on affiliation courts. They're gonna be playing on those other courts. But and here's another L I'm gonna give 2K. They have something called casual courts, right? If you want to read it, you can. I'm gonna stop and talk to you guys. You want to read it if you want to. But pretty much, right? Um, Now, it says casual courts with easier difficulty. These 2v2 and 3v3 courts do not allow squads and are restricted to the lowest performance meter status, offering a more casual environment without the pressure of facing seasoned veterans. Here you can learn how to play alongside others like you while starting progress. Once you graduate to Hooper status, you won't be able to get to the next on these courts anymore, and you're ready to move on to more challenging competition around the city. Reason why I don't know. Matter of fact, I might take back what I just said because I didn't read all of that. At first, I just seen the word casual courts, but that might be a W. This is giving me vibes of what they had on 2K21. Now, I didn't play 2K21, but I know they had like you had to do something to like get out of something before you play anything else. So I'm guessing you have to earn your way out of the casual court, right? Whether it's you got to do some requirements. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought they just had these courts to have them up because I was gonna think like man, the people that are supposed to be so-called comp are just going to go play casual courts, just beat on bots, right? Get easy games. But if they said like, after you do this, it moves you up. I'm gonna give this a W. And here's what y'all gonna tell me about they've added, the squad finder. Um, the squad finder is pretty much, it's matchmaking. Now I don't they didn't really say like what you can search. Like it's like for example, it says squad size 3. Obviously you can go up. It says playstyle time to sweat, microphone status, any, overall range, casual, elite. You could choose all of that, but it doesn't say like what are you trying to play, like park, rec, whatever you're trying to play. It doesn't tell you prime. Obviously not prime because you gotta have your own team for that, but I look at it like this. This can be a W mode. The only problem I have with this, you're gonna have a lot of players try to make it seem like, you know, they deserve to play with these certain type of players. And when they do play, if they did match them up, they're gonna like they're the weakest link. So I feel like players are not gonna be honest in Squad Finder. I think it's a W ad, trust me. I just feel like, players are gonna lie and instead of trying the players they need to play with, and they're gonna put a lot of these other teams probably in bad situations because, like I said before, the way his 2K is looking now, it's not somebody carries you, right? Everybody has to play somewhat part of their role, and we've seen it. I've showed y'all numerous examples of that. But like I said, I think this could be a W mode. It's just the community's got to make they got to make the right decision. Like me personally, I would if I was in Squad Finder, I wouldn't go with I would go with probably status of like gold. Like you don't even got to be Hall of Fame. I'll go with even silver or gold, right? I'm not just gonna go see some people gonna be like, oh, I need gold tier status players. I need this and that. And let's say you match up with them and they face another team full of gold tier, but you ain't on that level. Now you got them in a bad situation. You see what I'm saying? Because you wasn't honest to who really fit where you need to be playing with. You see what I'm saying? So I feel it could be a W ad. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I can't really talk about the builder because of the gameplay. It's got to be consistent, and we know 2K, they tend to touch the game, so we'll see how that works out. But we'll see, y'all. Now I don't know. My day one, he said that I don't know when he's gonna be on. My day one talk about he ready to play, so I don't know. Maybe y'all might see me when the game is like when you're allowed to play, which I'm pretty sure this September the 2nd. But don't expect me to play rec. If I go live and I'm playing, I'll be playing my career because I want to learn my build first instead of me just taking my talents. And then if anything, if rec is still the way it is to where it's no matchmaking, I'll probably go to proving grounds and try to, play people that got some IQ. I'd rather lose and proving grounds than go to random rec and be down by 40 or 50 points, right? But like I said, that's my take on this, the builder and the city. Let me know y'all think it's W or L. Other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all next one, y'all. By the way, like I said, my day one, he's looking to make a stretch big. So, you know, that's what he wants to be. And one thing about me, I gotta know, because a lot of y'all people are like, oh, all you did was play rec, dog. When I have my teammates, I played park, I played primes. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't just a rec player. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like subscribe. The only reason why I started playing rec is because I lost my team. So my teammates, when my day one stopped playing the game, I'm not just gonna play my career all day long. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna need teammates, right? So I started playing the rec. I was never, like I said, just a rec player. I just lost my teammates. So, like I said, you guys gonna now start to see probably, my team tournaments from us. Play now tournaments. Like I said, right now we do it on EA College Football. We literally go against the, but how we do it, we count down three, two, one, and we go random teams. I'm pretty sure you hit L2 to do random teams on college football. And whatever team it lands on, whether it's Wyoming or Georgia, right? You got to play with that team. You don't get a respin. And it's always a battle because me and him know how each other plays. You know what I'm saying? So we can do the same thing on 2K. Like I said, you might have some, my court tournaments things. We make the game fun. We used to do this, okay? So like I said, we look forward to a lot of y'all looking forward to a lot of rec content. You might be disappointed in me this year because I'm probably not gonna be playing rec, especially if matchmaking is, looked at the same. Other than that, I had a lot of fun doing this with y'all. Make sure to like subscribe button. Like I said, shout out to all of the people that I shouted out to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue to keep being who I am, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I love to do, which is, be a content creator and be the person that I've always wanted to be, right? Competitive and, a person that wants to compete and wants to win in everything, whether it's, gaming, life, anything, bro. Like I just want to win. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am. So if you see me with that type of energy, that's why I want to win. That's the kind of person I am. Okay. But get to know that about me. Um, Other than that, as if people are staring at me outside on my window. Yes, I'm making it, but I'm a content creator, man. Stop playing. Y'all want to get in the video? Type shit. I'm just playing. Anyways, I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later though. For real, I'm out.